Hey guys, I just finished cleaning my Aqueon Evolve 4 Pico Reef, and it's been a good tank. This is about 6 months old now. I've had pretty good luck with it so far. In there I have 3 pounds of live rock, 4 pounds of sand. Livestock wise, I got that bicolor blenny you just saw, he's the only fish, and then I got 3 hermit crabs and a little snail just as a cleanup crew. Corals, from what you can tell, there's a Kenya tree, 3 or 4 kinds of zoas, some mushrooms, probably about 4 or 5 kinds of mushrooms, and that Recordia. I've had good luck, like I said. I wouldn't suggest this to anyone who doesn't know saltwater real well. It is, you need to know what you're doing for something this small, because when it goes wrong quick. But if you're familiar with saltwater and you want to try a small tank, I would suggest the 4 has not been a bad tank. So equipment wise, I'm running, this is a Beamworks light I got off Amazon. They're not very expensive and they have great light, and they have the settings so you can go all blue or all lights. So it's 9 watts, 1 watt LEDs. They are the nice focused LEDs. You can see that. And there's 6 white and 3 blue, and they're laid out in a way so that you can't, no corners of the tank are blue, it all looks even. Equipment wise, let's come back here. This is the first chamber, second chamber, main tank right there. What I run in this first chamber, water comes in, there's Cheeto, algae or moss, or whatever the heck you call it. Then water runs through that, down into the canister filter. This is a 501 Zoom Med canister filter. Through the canister filter, you can see it, but you may not be able to. Runs through a primary filter, some biofiltration, just those rock things, a big carbon bag, back out this side and into the second chamber. The only thing is I was planning on just running this line straight into this outlet that runs into the tank. The reason I didn't do that is this canister filter is just not strong enough to be the main pump for the tank for flow. So I left the main pump in there. My one complaint with the main pump though is it's noisy. It makes this clicking noise, and to fix that though, I have figured it out. This restrictor that directs the flow, pop it off, it's real easy. Take your Dremel, Dremel it out inside. It's just too restricting, and it holds the water back. If you can listen, hear the clicking? It does that all the time if you don't do it. So I would highly suggest you fix it, but that is also the fix if you already have one on the deal. Evaporation is probably your biggest problem with this tank. It evaporates really quick. So if you even want to go home for the weekend, you need to have some sort of auto top off or a friend or something. My auto top off are these float switches. I've got 2 of them. When they're both down, the pump is on. When either one is up, the pump is off. And that one is set lower in the water than this one. So if that one got stuck down for some reason, this one would save it. It was my backup strategy there. It runs down the electrical lines, and they're spliced straight into the power cable for the aqualifter pump. It's just plugged in. And they're sequenced. If you don't know how to sequence, or if you really want to learn how to set one of these up and build this, please let me know. I did bend these plastic things myself. I bought the plastic, heated it up with a lighter, and bent it, and then dipped it in water right after I bent it. Keeps it from continuously melting. It was pretty easy, and it took me about an hour or 2. I run the lights on timers, everything like that. The heater. This is the line for the heater. The heater actually goes underneath this chamber. This chamber is not very deep, so you can go with the heater when none of this is in here. You can go down and then down and under, and it'll lay across the bottom. So I have a big 10 watt heater laying across the bottom down there. It works great, saves me room up top, and if the water level gets low, keeps the heater from burning up. So the very last thing that'll come out of the water would be the heater. I find that with this float switch system with the aqualifter pump, I can get about 10 days before the tank empties, and that's with a gallon This line runs to a gallon tank, so you could just up that to a 2-gallon tank and you could probably get 20 days. Now, you can have other problems after 20 days, but so about 10 days. I did it once for spring break and it worked out pretty good. Going back this way so it's upright for you guys. Overall, I've had good luck. I've really enjoyed having the tank. Like I said, if you're looking for a Pico Reef or to start one, I'd suggest this Aqueon Evolve 4. My only complaints would be is the acrylic is pretty easy to scratch, but other than that, the tank's been pretty solid. And I guess that's my review. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks a lot.